Hey guys, what is up? I am getting ready to start. You're going to hear a lot of my clickety clacks because today I am sitting in my little nest so that I can draw with my VTuber on. I don't know why the door isn't shutting, but the door did not want to shut. So sorry I'm running a little bit behind. I wanted to get that screen protector put on my headset, or not my headset. I'm trying to figure out how to use my headset. Okay, is that my head? I got a new headset and I'm still trying to kind of figure out how to use it because I'm not really used to it yet. I've been using the same headset for the past roughly, I don't know how long. Hey DK, what's up? Hey Asana, how you doing? Today I'm going to be drawing your requests. And we might not be doing requests next week, so now is a good time to get some quick sketches in if you are interested in that. Because I have a lot of stuff I got to get done next week, but it's Friday and I want to have a little bit of a party with you guys. So we're going to be doing sketch requests. Working on new art for my manga. I'm going to try to get my microphone as close as I just muted it. I'm trying to get my microphone as close as it will actually go to being next to my little nest here. I need to get a new arm for it. The arm broke. I think Tyga had something to do with that. She liked to try to get up on my desk in very creative ways, and she has actually tried to jump onto my drawing monitor with varying levels of success. Hey Sonic, what is up, man? How are you doing? Okay, good. You guys can actually see this. I don't know if I actually intentionally... Oh, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I want. This. We're just gonna modify this for you guys live. Y'all can just watch me doing this crap. You can see all of the things that we finished over the past week. I forgot that we had this up. Oops. Yeah, there we go. That should be about right so that you guys can see the canvas. If I'm really zoomed in, you can actually see the full piece up here in the top right, but I gotta move it around a little bit. That's close. Is that close enough? I'm not doing any original like OC designs, like if it's past work that I've done, I'm not doing that. I'm just doing completely fresh sketches for now. Basically things that have a very concrete start and finish to them is what I'm primarily focusing on with requests. So if you guys use channel points, that is one way to get your requests drawn. Another way to get your requests drawn is this actually capturing what I want it to capture? I don't think it is. What is this? I'm trying to figure out what this is. You know what? It works. We can actually see the thing, and that's really all that matters, right? That we can see the thing. But yeah, I put a screen protector on my drawing monitor today, and that took me a little bit longer than I thought it would. I'm also going to turn on my VTuber here. Yeah, she's not going to move until I actually get over into my seat, because I'm not in my seat. I'm like walking around my room. I'm trying to get... I haven't like made this bed back up since I removed everything because Tyga shed it all over it, so I'm trying to like move all these comforters and blankets and pillows around. But I don't want to leave my mouse. Oh my god, that is really slippery and I almost hurt myself. Okay. I'm totally gonna forget that that plastic is there on the floor waiting to like murder me. But I've been having problems with my let me know if you guys can't hear me, by the way. I've been having problems with my VTuber not working because the way my everything is set up is that what? Why are you over there? Okay, I don't know what's going on. My pen decided to not detect on the monitor? What on earth? Why is my pen being used? I'm quiet. I'm trying not to be quiet. You know... Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Oren. What is up? How are you? This is interesting. Where's my settings? I think I know what I did. I need to fix this. No, come back settings. Because I might not be able to, draw. If it is doing this. Okay, so that doesn't... display size. Maybe it's under display size. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what's going on. Transparency. It's detecting my entire screen and that, like, both of my monitors, and it should only be detecting one monitor. Oh my god, this is such a pain. Why is it doing this? Why did this all of a sudden change? Did I hit a button? I don't know what I did, but it's detecting my pen on my monitor that is not my drawing monitor. Why? Why would it do that? No, I don't, nope, okay. Okay, what? No, I don't want you to detect that screen. Identify. I want it to go to number 3. Monitor 3, please. Yes, thank you. Okay, so... Okay, praise. I don't know how that happened. Okay, that was fun. That was awful. Okay, but it's fixed now. And that's what matters, is that it's fixed. And for whatever reason, my VTuber is ridiculously large, and she shouldn't be that large. So we're gonna fix that. Okay. Okay. Maybe now things will work. Okay, is my voice better? Can you guys hear me better? I want to make sure that everything's working properly before we get started. And just so you guys know, I have been... This is, my first... You guys can't see that. Cool. Let me see. I can make you see it. So if you look up in the top right... Actually, we're just gonna copy it. We're just gonna copy, edit. Ignore this mess that's here. This is all a huge, huge mess. I was testing my display monitor. So this is, the first cover art that I did for Game Over. Like, this is the first cover art I ever did. This was drawn back in, like, 2010, 2011. So this is pretty old. This is pretty old. Yeah, it's because I'm not, like, right on top of my mic. I can try turning my voice meter up a little bit. Give me 1 second. How about that? Is that a little bit better now? Is that picking up better? Like, I had to turn it up a little bit. It's like way over on my other monitor. I have 3 monitors kind of going. Okay, good. So this is the first cover art I did back in 2011. And then this one is the cover that I did when I released for the 4th edition. You guys are going to see this one now. So this is the 4th edition's cover art. And now I want, and then I started doing anthologies instead of these. So instead of releasing individual books. So you don't see this cover art usually anymore. Like you don't usually see this anymore. But now I am going to be making a new one for 2022 because I am going to be re-releasing my first book, my second book, my third book, 4th book, and 5th book. So I'll still be selling the anthology if you guys are interested in saving a few dollars. You know, 5 books for $30 is pretty good, but a lot of people aren't like, and I get this, don't want to do $30 on a new series. And then, you know, my series is pretty robust. So, let me think, this needs to be 14 by, let me think, 6 by 9, but we want a 1-inch gutter. 9 inches, right? So 18, and then we want, okay, so we want this to be 20. 14 by 20, there we go. I mean, I probably could have done it as 11 by, why are we on that? What are these tools? Where did my tools go? Like, what is this tool? Oh my god. Okay, I touched some things while I was fixing my monitor. But anyways, if you guys are interested in getting sketches, you can. Channel points give you sketch requests, and of course you can get channel points by just hanging out in the chat. So, you know, hanging out in the chat, chatting. I am going to paste another version of this because I do kind of want to keep this pose, so I'm going to reuse the pose. I want to keep this, but I don't want this old art. I'm not happy with this old art. So I'm just going to lightly trace over my own art because we're allowed to do this with our own art. Did I see your question? Yeah, OCs are fine. It's just basically I need something to reference, you know, or if you send me a description of the OC, I'm not going to be fully like designing the OCs, but I will draw something based on the description that you're doing. I do offer OC design work as commissions. Sorry that I missed it. Like, it's kind of small. Also, how are you doing, Sonic? Welcome back. How's the new job? I'm also going to decrease. It's nice because I don't have to completely redo this. I do like this art. But the, like, game cartridge looks wrong. This is not in perspective. Like, there's some weird stuff going on here. And I want the cover art to look updated. One of the things that I want to do, that I have as a goal, is reworking Game Over Level 1 and doing new art for it. Maybe going and changing, like, you know, like adding more to it, doing kind of an online supplement to it. So that's something that I'm hoping to be able to fund using Patreon. So if you guys are interested in something like that, hit me up. You know, check out the Patreon. It should be able to, you know, it definitely helps me make sure that I can provide that kind of content. Because otherwise it's harder to make time for it. So I do like the position of this. What I don't like is that it's cutting forward. It should be cutting backwards. And this shoulder should be a little bit lower. Like, I raised this shoulder up way too much when I was working on that. I used to have a problem where I didn't draw shoulders right. Like, my shoulders were kind of, you know? Like, I don't know what this is. Like, that feels weird. I guess those are where the little scratchies are. Dang it, there's scratchies on my monitor, guys. And I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. Like, I'm gonna have to... But that's why I got this screen protector after I realized I was accidentally scratching my monitor. I got a screen protector for it. And I installed it today, and it's a little weird because there's a bit more drag on it, but I kind of like that, so I just need to get used to it. Like, I did not know how to draw her hips right here when I did this. But now, I know how to draw this girl's hips. Because her hips are going to be curved forward. Like that. She jutting her body out. She's a little sensitive about her boob size, so she's sticking them out there. To be like, see, I got boobs. She's very athletic. This is Kyoko, by the way. This is Kyoko, one of my, This is one of the main characters of Game Over. She is super athletic and super, super smart. The problem is she has really bad taste in guys. It's one of her drawbacks. She really likes guys who do not pay very much attention to her. Which I feel like is a common problem with girls. Like, I can relate to this. Like, okay, hear me out, because this could be a very unpopular opinion. But I just want to throw it out there. Is it just me, or do most chick flicks, like, and by that I mean, like, romantic comedies, usually there's a female protagonist who is having some kind of difficulty with her love life, and then she meets some guy, and, you know, then hilarity ensues until they ultimately realize that they have feelings for each other, usually either by overcoming some common struggle or by struggling against each other, which culminates into a beautiful love theme where they get together and then you basically never ever know the end result of their relationship. Like, oh, thank you, Oren. This is a very old version of her. Like I said, this is from probably 2015, I want to say. Maybe 2014. I know that I replaced the cover art pretty quickly, and I can tell that this was done sometime around the time that I produced Level 5, the 5th book of the series. And I can tell that by my line work. I can tell it by... As a matter of fact, I might even venture to say it was done between 4 and 5. Because I don't have the line variations that you start to see in my work after book 6 that kind of evolved from working on book 5. So, yeah. Like, I can tell that this piece was produced between books 4 and 5, and I don't remember what year that was, but I can really tell by the art that it was produced in that time period. But, like, so chick flicks, right? They follow that kind of flow. And a lot of times, especially, like, A Walk to Remember, or... God, I can't even think of how many. Like, none of them come to mind. I stopped watching these movies for this reason. Girls like a guy who is completely wrong for them. And then they set out to change said guy. You know, like, oh, he's doing, like, he'd be great if he didn't do this. And then, so they try to, like, fix him. Or they try to save him from something. And I feel like this becomes a fundamental problem. She is not tall enough. Like, I did not draw her tall enough. Like, her torso. Wow. Oh god. Nope. You know, so they try to fix the guy. Or the guy might try to fix her and solve her problem, right? But, like, is that really a healthy relationship? Like, fixing each other, having an entire relationship built upon, I have repaired you, and now you are a better person for it. Like, I don't get that. And that's a story that I really did not want to tell with Game Over. So there's a lot of romantic comedy aspects to it, but it certainly doesn't follow that traditional kind of narrative. And I'm really glad that it doesn't. Cuz I don't like that narrative. I don't like that. Her bones should be up a little bit higher. Her chest cavity should also be a little bit bigger than that. See, that's the other problem with this. Her chest cavity was not right. Like, you see how her chest cavity is too narrow here? You can see with the purple lines that I'm doing over the top of my old work how it looks different. Like, how that is different. Like, why her body is not right in this iteration, right? Like, look, this shoulder should not be where it's at. Like, this is not actually possible. Because look at where the chest cavity is going to end up for this shoulder. It's going to end up right here. So you can tell that I did not use good anatomy when constructing this. So that's why her shoulder looks so awkward. Hey, what's up, Nymphel? It is going well. I hope I got your name right. I appreciate you joining today. It's very nice of you. I'm glad that my VTuber is working. What are you up to? Exactly. It's exactly, Oren. Like, you get it. See, you get it. Like, the fixing thing is dangerous. It's like, it's best to support somebody in their growth, but not try to repair them. And I feel like so many romantic comedies focus on repairing somebody. Like, look at it. Like, I like the movie The Hitch, right? Or Hitch. It has, I can't remember any of these people's names. It has Mall Cop Dude, and it has Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And it also has another very pretty lady. And her life basically has to be fixed. Like, she's a workaholic, and there's nothing wrong with being a workaholic. I'm a workaholic, and yeah, it's really tough for us to, like, manage our time and stuff, but if she's really passionate about what she does, why is that a problem? If she has social issues, you know, she has trust issues, why is that something that needs to be broken down, analyzed, and changed just so you can have a relationship with that person? Like, I feel like if you want to have a relationship with someone, you kind of have to accept them how they are, as they are when, you know, you're starting to feel attracted to them, so that you can have a relationship, and then embrace the growth and change that they want to make for themselves, but also be willing to be like, you know, I'm not so sure this is a good idea. You know, if they start, like, self-harming, you know, say something, you know, don't do that, but you can't fundamentally change somebody like that, you know? You just can't. It's so dangerous. Oh, N.I. Arnfell. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Like, my monitor is about 3 feet away from me right now. You're relaxing? Nice. I appreciate it. Well, you're always welcome here. You're always welcome to lurk. I don't call out lurking. If you say hi, I'll obviously say hi back, because that's like a normal, good human thing to do. I am doing sketch requests. If you guys are interested today, you can get channel points to redeem sketch requests, and I can do pencil sketches, or I can do full color, you know, some color sketches. It's very sketchy color. If you check out my Discord, there are plenty of examples in the Jade Stream Art channel that show you guys a range of, like, what the colored sketches look like, what the pencil sketches look like. And obviously, if you've been around the channel for a while, I do like to give a little bit extra from time to time, especially if I'm feeling really inspired. OCs are always welcome. You can send me a description or a reference pic. So just let me know if you guys want something like that. And if you don't have a lot of channel points, that is okay. You can also use the tip feature to tip me, and I will draw it for you as well. Today I am drawing them as they are requested. I am not, and I'll be doing that until the end of stream, which will probably be about 2:30. So yeah. Yeah, you cannot just fix someone. Exactly right. Even if you have good intentions, yeah. Like, you have to let people learn things for themselves to a certain point. You can be like, hey, you know, like, doing drugs is probably not a good way to, like, hold down your job, and I'm here for you, but, like, it's really hard when you start realizing, like, if you financially contribute to that in any way, that you're kind of supporting it, and that gets to be really, 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 really hard. And, you know, then it becomes, you know, how much are you willing to do, you know? You know, how far back do you really want to pull back? And it gets hard, but, like, I feel like a lot of the romantic comedies are basically telling people, hey, go and try to, you know, if this person makes terrible life decisions and they're really, really bad for you, but you think they're kind of hot, you should go for that. Like, you like this one personality trait, or you like how you like their physical appearance, you should go for that, and they'll change for you if they love you. Like, no, that is so wrong. And I learned that a really hard way. Like, I didn't want anyone to change. I just wanted to be treated with respect, which fundamentally was requiring somebody to change, because they didn't respect women. So they just don't respect people. They do, Oren. Like, seriously, man. Like, seriously, that is so... It's so creepy. I think it's just so creepy. Like, it's made it really hard for me to enjoy romantic comedies. Endlessly pursue this person until they eventually... Yes! Wear them down. Like, here are your strategies. Completely change yourself, which I feel like is 95% of romantic comedy chick flick movies, right? Like, change yourself. Obviously, your clothes need to be better. Your hair needs to be better. You need to get your nails done. And as a matter of fact, you need to do it all in one day. Never mind how much all of this crap actually costs. And then the personality traits that aren't so perfect on you, you're going to have to change those too to make this one person like you. What is that? Who should ever do that? My God, it's so terrible. Oh my God. That therapist is wrong, Oren. Oh, that's really awful. Don't go to that therapist, please. That person is wrong, and they should feel bad. Okay, I have to remember this is not Coco. We gotta draw C cups here. Because her boobs should tilt upward. So you should have a little bit more meat here before it does go down. Like, I did get that almost right before. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would stop going after that. And, like, the other method, Sonic, is the wear them down method. Like, oh, they don't like you? Keep showing up. Show up at the restaurants that they go to. Show up at their place of work. Bring them flowers to their place of work, even though they have expressed zero interest in you. Like, what is... That's stalker behavior, man. Like, that is just straight up stalker behavior. Like, never do that. Ever, ever, ever. Like, never do that. That's horrible. I just can't imagine. Hey, Senpai. I love your name. Is that Senpai Slytherin? You're a Slytherin? Husbando application. Are you accepting them? What are husbando applications? You're a bard. I love it. What is a husbando application? I am not familiar. I live predominantly under a rock. When I stream on Twitch or I'm at an arts market, like, selling my art, those are the very rare moments I actually leave my little comfort space of drawing at my monitor. Also, bards are, like, the best class in D&D. I always play wizards, but I respect everybody who plays bards because it's amazing. Like, I always want to play a bard, but I never venture from my wizard. I very much live in my own little safe zone over here. The male, well, I know what a husbando is. I know what a husbando is. No, like, I know that a husbando is equivalent of a waifu. I don't understand the concept of the husbando application. Like, what is a husbando application? Can you explain this to me? I promise I'm not... I promise, like, I'm not boomer, but God, I may as well be, because I just don't get around enough. So you're gonna have to probably educate me a bit. Dude trying to be your husbando. I see. I see. You're welcome to come and lurk. I appreciate that. You're welcome to lurk. Oh no, Taiga, don't start meowing. I can't get out of here. I am very flattered. That is very kind of you. Oh god, my cat is just going to meow outside my door. Like, you see how this body is, like, actually a body now? And it wasn't before. Like, it was not a body before. I don't know what it was before. Oh yes, please DM it to me. Thank you. No, Taiga. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Senpai. I appreciates it. Yes, that is the Discord. I don't know why it plays twice. I really need to figure out why it's been doing that, and I just have not even had the time. Right now, I'm like, if we finish this and there aren't any requests to do, I'm going to be doing some Halloween-themed art. I'm really excited about doing it, because it has been on my bucket list for a ridiculously long time. Oh my god, this shoulder might finally look right. And for those of you just joining, like, this is cover art that I did for my manga series back sometime probably between 2014 and 2016, maybe as late as 2017. And I am redoing it today because I am re-releasing the individual books for books 1 through 5. I usually have them in an anthology for 30. But a lot of people have been asking me if they can just get the first book. And because the cover art is so old, I did not want to just release the first book. So, she had a penis there for a second, but we fixed it. Okay. Kyoko, honey, you had... Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, you're good. You're good, DK. Like I said, I'll be doing those requests from channel points as well as tips today. And I will be ceasing work on this to do your requests. And if you guys check out the Discord channel, you can see in the Jade Art Streams, Jade's Stream Art, that's it, channel where I have done other requests. So you can see kind of what's similar. If you're a subscriber, you get color sketches. So if you see color on it, that's what you can expect to receive as a subscriber. And if you see pencil sketches, those are what followers get. And sometimes I get a little carried away, sometimes I do extra, but that is kind of the plan for today. Also, we're going to be drawing Kyoko first here. That's the girl with the pink hair. She's one of my original characters. Also, OCs are 100% welcome for sketch requests. I love drawing OCs. I also draw fan art. I know I do a lot of OC work, and sometimes you get people who won't draw any fan art at all, but I do draw fan art if you guys are interested. So today is the last day. I'm actually going to be doing, today, I probably won't do a lot of requests next week. It will definitely be a play it by ear kind of thing next week, because there's a lot on my plate for next week. There's a lot I gotta get done. And like I said, today we're only streaming until about 2:30. Because I have a meeting at 3 o'clock that I have to be at with an advisor for school. So, I am in school. I go to the University of Florida. I'm a student. I also do my own artwork. Now, we are going to fix the perspective on this because I, like, flattened her arm out because I did not know how to draw that in perspective. So we are going to do that differently this time. We're also going to do her hair differently this time, and I've already fixed up her body quite a bit, because I remember when I drew this before, I drew her leg like out here, and that, no. So I actually remember that. Yeah, Sonic, go Gators, chomp chomp. Thank you. The meeting will go good. Like, it's just me basically kind of checking in to, with my advisor, because he wanted to check in with everybody who was starting UF this year, at the start of the semester. And I was supposed to have that meeting, like, right when my right after the first week of my classes, but I couldn't do that because I was traveling for Anime Expo, and UF was really supportive in me being at Anime Expo. They were really positive about it, and they were like, you know what, your coursework can wait a week. Go do this thing. Go do this life-changing thing. And it was pretty amazing. I'm still working on getting the videos up on YouTube. I'd like to have those up next week, but I promised myself this Wednesday that I wouldn't put any hard deadlines on things anymore, because it causes too many problems for me. I get really depressed if I can't meet a hard deadline. And right now it's gotta be, these are my little weekly goals, and if I get them done, good, then I can start getting an idea of how long things take me. But lately things have been taking me a lot longer than they usually do, because I now put a lot more, it's not that I put in more effort now, it's more that I've changed my style quite a bit, so the art that I am producing is at a higher caliber than it used to be. And we're gonna turn Kyoko off right here for a second, and we're gonna get Tristan drawn. This is Tristan, he's the main character. And you can tell, like, I had no idea what was going on with this guy's shoulder. Like, what is this? Like, his shoulders are almost equal. Like, that is not okay. So, like, and I don't know what's going up with this neck. So, as a matter of fact, like, I don't know what's going on with all of this. Like, everything right here. I just don't know what's going on with it, and this is not how a hand fits. Like, it looks like he's offering the DS to somebody. Like, this is, like, where... That is not right. Okay. Smartest. Smartest. Oh, thank you. I love that, Oren. That is... Oh, I am so flattered and humbled that you would call me a smartest. Ah, that is so sweet. That is so kind of you. Oh. I love that. Can I coin that? Can I start calling myself that? Because honestly, I am a total nerd. I know a lot of people say that these days because it's, like, cool to be a nerd, but I feel like y'all get me on this, that, like, there are different kinds of nerds. Like, you have your anime nerds, which are, like, otakus or weebs, and then you have, like, you know, video game nerds, and then you have, like, then you have people like me who like all of it. But I also really love learning. Like, not gonna lie, I'm kind of in school just because I love learning. Not like I love reading. I don't actually like to read. I like listening to Audible. I've been enjoying listening to The Hobbit, and I didn't listen to The Hobbit yet. I just finished off the Lord of the Rings series. And then Trace actually purchased those for me, and that's been a fantastic, fantastic time. So I'm really grateful for that. And then I got, he gifted me the Silmarillion, which is kind of the big lore drop for Lord of the Rings. And then I mainly read a lot of business acumen books. Yeah, learning is nice, right? Like, I love learning. Like, it makes me really happy. Like, I just really enjoy learning. I love feeding my brain. I also love feeding my body. I love to eat. I'm not happy with this. You know what? We're not gonna look at Tristan here. Like, I'm gonna move him. I don't want to, like, you know what we're gonna do? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna, I don't want to look at him. He's, like, really swaying how I'm drawing this. So I'm going to turn him off for a second. Because he's really, like, his proportions are so wrong. It's really interfering with my ability to be able to redraw this correctly. So are any of you guys in school right now? Like, do any of you actively go to college? Are you in high school? Are you aspiring for higher education for like a degree so that you can get a better job and improve your life? Or are you just there to like learn and sponge? Or maybe you don't know like what you want to do, and that's okay. Like, I thought I knew what I wanted to do when I was younger. Because this is not my first time in college. I have attempted it a few times, but I kept learning that I felt kind of aimless. Like, nothing really clicked with me until I started doing my artwork for a living. And the part that really clicked with me with my art is that it felt like I was fulfilling myself. And that was really important. It was essential to choosing what I wanted to do. And I'm not in school for art. I'm actually in school for business so that I can do my art better and like actually make a living at it, because I can sit here and produce art like all day, you know, alone in my apartment, and then nobody ever sees it, right? So I have to get better about finding ways to like get my art out there, and that's predominantly what I'm focusing on in school is how do I do that? Like, how do I get more people to see my work, you know? So that I don't have to go work a day job again, because I hate it. Like, the kind of work that I really enjoy, I can't really do anymore. I really enjoy stalking, enjoy physical labor. Twice. Aimless, second time you just really struggled. Nah, I feel that, man. I feel that. Yeah, Sonic, congratulations. I remember that you graduated with that. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Is the new job going really well? Like, I kind of want Tristan to be leaning down a bit more. So I'm trying to get this, like, downward motion going on with the shoulders right now. I can't do anything about that cat screaming. Oh, you know what? She might actually want to, like, use her litter. So I should probably fix that. Your guys are still going to be able to hear me while I get up. But you're not going to be able to see my VTuber moving, because I'm stepping away for 1 second just to make sure. Isn't that a wonderful sound? I just want to make sure that Tiger can get in here. Hi, Tiger. Come on. Yes. Hello. Who's a good kitty? Yes, you're a good kitty. I'm not coming outside. You have to be in here. You have to hang out in here with me, and don't walk across my keyboard. No. You can come lay down with me. Do you want to come lay down with me? Come on. Hi, yes. Oh, who's a lovey kitty? Okay. I am back in my little nest now. Hey, Tiger. No, don't eat my chair. One of the things I want to get fixed. What do you mean foot? Last time for giggle? What? What? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can still vote. I haven't turned the voting off. So I'm not opening that door for you. One of the things I really want to fix this weekend is getting the Taiga cam set back up. I don't really know what happened. I think my computer needed to update its drivers before Anime Expo, and I just wasn't able to do that because I had so many things open. So, pay the Taiga cheese tax on my whiteboard. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is insane. She does require the cheese tax still, by the way. And for those of you who don't know what the Taiga cheese tax is, cats are not supposed to have cheese, but they can have it in really, really tiny amounts. And whenever I open up cheese, Taiga wants it, and my cat like comes after me waiting for this cheese and will insist on it. She will get up like all up in my stuff and insist on receiving the cheese. It's terrible. Yeah, make sure you've been paying your cheese tax. I have. We haven't had as many like packaged cheeses to open up, but every now and then when we get them, she does go like crazy over them. Although she doesn't like Swiss cheese. We offered her some sandwich cheese recently, and she was not about it. Also, Oren, I also dropped out of college twice. And once, you know, both times were pretty much because of family circumstances. Like, I just could not go to school and deal with the bull crap that was going on in my life. Tyga, what are you doing? No, 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 we're not going to go across here. Come on. Come over here, baby. No, no, you can't walk under there. Come on. You lay down right here. Yeah, I'm going to smush that cat. Now you're going back up to your perch. I know. I'm not opening the window, though. We're not opening the window today. You bought an 8-ounce block of Havarti. Oh, I do like Havarti cheese. It's so good. It's so good. We've been getting our deli, the Publix deli, to, like, slice it for us. And it's a little bit more expensive, but it's really, really yummy. Also, this boy should not be that stacked. We're gonna have to diminish his chest a little bit. Like, I don't want to make his chest look too sunken, but he should not have a really big chest. There we go. That's better. Like, this boy is not... I feel like a lot of, like, shonen series make their nerdy, quote-unquote, isolated, out-of-shape guys actually not out of shape. Tristan is out of shape. He is not in shape. Like, if you don't exercise, which a lot of these protagonists don't in these light novels, and you're probably not going to be perfectly sculpted. Works for a cheesemonger? Oh my god, Oren, I am so jealous. Do you get free cheese kickbacks? Do not give a small dog the same amount of chocolate. No, Minty. I'd never give my dogs chocolate. Like, I'm really afraid of giving them chocolate. Like, I'm really afraid of giving them chocolate. Also, we need to make sure we really define the side of the body here. There we go. Also, if you guys are interested in requests, I am doing requests today. All you have to do is let me know by either using your channel points or tossing a tip. And I will stop drawing this cover art and we will start doing a request. All right. But this is new cover art for level 1. I've been asked, like, why I don't carry level 1 anymore, and that tells me y'all want level 1 carried separately from the anthology, which is fine. I've just been carrying the anthology for years because it was always easier on me than carrying, like, many. It's also a really good deal. You get, like, 5 books for the price of 3, which is awesome. But I get that, like, times be hard, yo. So we're redoing the cover art for book 1 so that I can re-release it. Because I want to do that. And one of the things my Patreon is going to be focused on going forward is being able to fund for me to redo pages. Like, those are going to be some of the goals on the Patreon. So if you check out the Patreon, that's kind of what's there, is that you're going to get early access to Punny Pangy, and then, which is my webcomic series, and then redoing pages of Game Over. This boy is way too ripped. We need to make him not so ripped. Oh my gosh. Okay, Oren, so you do get cheese. What cheese is your favorite, Oren? Oh my god, they have a wall of cheese, Sonic? That sounds amazing. They have, oh my god, they have a cheese of the month. See, I would be all over. Ah, thank you, Sonic. Some artwork, a brief sketch of your Lalafell from Final Fantasy XIV. Yes, yes, definitely. Go ahead and put it, there is a stream references folder in the Discord channel. Toss that reference in there, and then I will be able to get it. Let me know once it's there, and I will definitely do that for you. Thank you so much for the tip, man. I really appreciate it. And since you tipped a little extra, I will toss a little bit of extra color on there. Because I know the minimum is 5, but since you tossed a little extra, I will. Oh, you know what? You know what? That would be really cool. I think I have an idea here. Thank you so much for the tip, man. Also, that counts toward the Spy X Family open request night, by the way. So thank you for contributing to that. Because Your Forger did win the Anime Best Mama tournament for 2022, I am going to be doing some Your Forger art that will be available up on my website. We're going to be doing that next week, and we're also going to be doing some Spy X Family emotes. Subscribers will get to vote on what those emotes are, and the people who nominated Your Forger will get to pick out an emote. Those will be available in the Discord as well as my Twitch. And yeah, so that's kind of awesome. But Spy X Family open requests will be for everybody. You can be followed, you can be subscribed. You don't have to use channel points or tips in order to get a request. You just show up, be followed or subscribed, and ask for something, and we will do our best to get as many of those done in one stream. So it's a good, yeah, I figure, yeah, Snorks, hey, what's up? Thanks so much for joining. Nice to see you. Congratulations on your win. Snorksel, by the way, was one of the 2 people who nominated Your Forger for the Anime Best Mama tournament that we did this year. And Snorks actually ended up winning because it came down to a tie between Orihime and Your Forger. So yesterday's stream got really crazy because a bunch of people showed up and were trying to use channel points to vote for their best anime mama, and it was Your Forger versus Orihime, and Your Forger had 2 people who nominated her. So even after Your won by 700 votes, we still had to do a tiebreaker to determine which person who nominated her would actually win the tournament itself. And it came down between Snorksel and TP, and Snorksel nominated the mom from A Silent Voice, which is a very, very sad anime, and and that ended up beating out TP's nomination for Lana's mom. So congratulations, Snorks. I hope you enjoy your new title in the Discord channel. You are among the Otter champions now, and Snorks won some discounts on my website, discounts toward commissions, all of that kind of stuff. So congratulations. Yeah, sure, definitely be like in and out. Yeah, it's late for you, man. Where is the tip? It should be underneath the video. Yeah, that's how the tiebreaker ended up working. We used a wheel to determine how it was going to be broken. Ow, ow, ow. So that's how you ended up winning. Oh, that's really good, DK. To worry about erasing something you don't want to erase? Yeah, I love layers for that reason. Oh, you like smoked Gouda or some other smoked cheese, and that's cool. I am not really into the smoked anythings. Like, smoked stuff is really weird to me. You weren't even here for it. Yeah, that's one of the benefits of the tournament, but for the Daddy tournament, we may end up doing a lot more of that on Twitch so that you guys can come to Twitch and actively participate, bring people into the channel, you know, and have a bit more interaction over it, because I feel like with just a poll that's in Discord or on the internet, it's kind of like, okay, I did the vote, and I'm just gonna kind of like, la-di-da-di-da, oh, right, this thing is happening, and then, like, I feel like I get hyped up less about things that I participate in that are like that, and you guys seem to get really, really hyped up about it, so I want to make sure that, like, the way we're doing it at least somewhat keeps up with your level of hype, you know? You sent a photo? Awesome. Let's go check out your stuff. Who is messaging me? Oh, I see your message, Senpai. Thank you so much. I will definitely check it out after my stream. Oh, look at that Lala. Oh, look at your Lala. She's so cute. All right, let's get... Oh, wow. We don't want to be on that big of a canvas for this. We usually do these at 6x6s, so we're going to go ahead and get a 6x6 canvas going. And I know you guys can't really see that. It doesn't show my little menus. So we're going to do a quick sketch request. For Sonic. Okay. She's so adorable. What's her name, Sonic? Making everybody hydrate. Like, I haven't played Final Fantasy 14 in so long. I really miss the game, but I also know that I don't have time. Like, I just don't have time to devote to it. Listala Salapi? Okay. Is, like, salami? Listalia? That's a really interesting name. Also, I'm really liking, like, I got this, it's like Photon, I think it is. Screen protector, and it's got a little bit of drag on it. Like, it's definitely not as slick, but I'm kind of glad it's not as slick, because I was kind of like flying across my monitor, my drawing monitor. Oh, Celebi? Thank you. Is that like a play on Celebi? Do you do any raiding in Final Fantasy? You just need to come up with a last name. Oh my gosh. My character's I was Bento, go figure. Nishikino, which is Maki's last name in Love Live. Because I was trying to come up with, like you, just like, oh god, I need a last name. Maki is my favorite character from Love Live, so we'll go with that. Maki is best girl, Oren. I love her hats. Like, I love the little hats she wears. I remember years ago, I went to Florida SuperCon, and somebody commissioned me for Maki with a hat on that was, like, really, really adorable. And, like, him and I, we were, like, bonding on a very deep level over Maki's hat game. She is a cutie, Snorks. I love her. I love Love Live. Love Live is one of my favorite things in the whole world. I feel like because I draw so many, like, big dudes and so many waifus, I don't necessarily, like, blend into the Love Live community, so I'm always, like, wanting to compliment Love Live cosplayers, but I get really shy about it. I'm like, oh god. Also, is she a summoner? Is she a tank? Like, what class is she? Well, I realize you can multi-class. You don't do any extreme or savage. I get you. Except Nico. Nico annoys the crap out of you. I know that Wanwan doesn't like Nico either. He doesn't like lolis. You don't like the whole Nico Nico Ni thing. I got into Sunshine a few years ago, but I stopped watching it for a bit. I need to look back into it. You like all of them, including Nico? Yeah. I feel like I played piano for a very long time, so I feel like a very deep affinity for Maki because she's a pianist. I like how chill she is. And then but I feel like Hanayo is more me because that rice, like her and Honoka, like the Hong Kong game. Yeah, a lot of people really like Sunshine better. I don't know. I get so funny about cast changes. Like, I get so funny about it. But I do like a lot of the music. I really like Heroes. I really like that song. 8 classes at level 90. Nice. You're technically a tank Dark Knight. Okay. You started as a summoner, though. Yeah. You're working on Red Mage and White Mage. That's awesome. I predominantly just played Black Mage, and I played White Mage to get into queues faster and for when people needed a healer. And then I started doing tank. I played a Dark Knight tank. But I don't know. I really like playing Black Mage. It's my jam. What made you choose a Lalafell? Superstar is fantastic. Superstar is really, really nice. Yes, Oren. Oren, you're speaking my language right now. I really just like playing casters. Casters make me happy. Casters are my jam. Like, casters, like, I don't like being up on top of things. I don't like things, like, coming at me. You know? What did I do to this eye? We'll figure it out in a second. So this eye is probably going to look really off because I'm going to mirror it. It's the fastest way to get eyes in there. And since I'm working digitally, you know what? I actually want... Yep. I changed my mind on which eye I wanted. When you work digitally, one of the fastest ways, if you guys are looking for any drawing advice at all, one of the best ways to very quickly draw the other eye is to just draw it however you're going to draw it. Just accept that it's going to look wrong and then mirror that bad boy. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Because it is the fastest way to fix it. Oh, so someone just like, Alasha Snorch, you aren't subbed, so, and you get a gifted sub, so I'm gonna gift you a subscription to my channel. Because you get a gifted sub. There you go, man, and where did Wanwans go? Let me see if it'll let me gift a higher level sub to you, Wanwan. Yeah, it won't let me gift a higher sub to you. I thought that I could. But there you go, Snorks. Congrats again on winning. I forgot about that. I am not happy with these eyes. Let me see here. Oh, I closed her. That's okay. I'll open her back up again in a second. Stinking Lalafels. I was a cat, if you're wondering. If you're wondering, I was a cat girl. A pink-haired cat girl. Yep, pink-haired Mikote Black Mage. Aw, I'm sorry. You were a dragon girl? Are you getting an error from it, Oren? Does it give you an error message? Or, like, does it just not take your kind of card? Or, I'm wondering because, like, I'm wondering if that's a problem that I can fix. Or if it's a problem, like, with Twitch. Okay, I see. I'm so sorry. Well, hey man, you can always use channel points and then your bank doesn't have to deal with it. Right? Then your bank doesn't have any say at all. Also, remember I do a follower sketch stream, and that's the last Thursday of every month as long as I'm not traveling. In which case it'll be the Thursday prior. And you can always request sketches just by being followed on that stream. No tip or anything required. You can always request them. The thing is, it's really limited, you know? But we use a wheel to determine which ones get chosen, and so it's at least random like that, and it's fair. Everybody just gets the one sketch, you know, so it doesn't, like, fill up, you know, with multiple requests of, the same things, you know? You know, from the same people, so you can always get them there. Yeah, I should have known Asuna would, like, see, like, the Lalafell comment and, like, come in here and be like, I've been lurking, yo, but Lalafell Master Race. Like, I should have known. I should have known that was gonna happen. Actually, like, I've done commissions for Asuna before of his Lala, and I love drawing her. She was so adorable. No, you're good, man. You heard Final Fantasy 14. I know you love your Lala. Well, you're almost there. I don't think you're that far off. Not from a quick sketch. Should call your bank to figure out why it's being mean. Well, if you use ViStar, ViStar's the problem. Like, I'm so angry at my bank. I don't know how many of you were in my Discord when I was sharing some of those pictures or saw some of my tweets at them. Like, I really need to switch my bank. I just haven't yet because it is such a pain to switch your bank account. Like, when all of your auto transactions are going to it, and it's, oh god, it's so annoying. I hate that I have to do it, but I don't trust them anymore. Like, they tried to switch to, like, online mobile banking and basically couldn't do it. So I ended up with, like, you know, an entire, like, month and a half of not even being able to access any of my information online. Never mind the app. And the app still doesn't, like, work right, and there are days that I can't even get to any of my bank information. It is really, really bad. It is so poorly managed, and I do not feel comfortable with them managing all of my money anymore. So I have to switch. Like, it's so bad. So bad. Hi, Tyga. Also, I'm hoping that next week we're going to be able to have the Tyga cam back. I'm hoping I'll be able to fix that either today or tomorrow. I really think it was a driver update issue, and I finally got those updated Wednesday. Spent some time on that, and we're going to see if that actually fixed the problem, because I had games that were crashing too. Like, it was pretty bad. So let me ask you guys a question. For guys who play female characters and any girls who play male characters, why? Like, not like a challenging, like, why do you do this? But, like, I have such a hard time playing a male character in a game. Like, I've done RP before as male characters. Fine. Have a good one, One. Thanks again for joining. Alright. I wanted to draw her laughing, having a good time. Oh god. In a pentagon with your Lala one in the middle. Aw, do you want me to start doing them in pentagon shapes? Because I know you can get frames like that. Do you want me to start designing them that way? Because we can start editing them that way if you want. She has earring. I'm assuming, yeah, I see the other earrings. I actually have a couple commissions for Final Fantasy characters outstanding that I'm looking forward to getting to. Like, I have one for Robo, I have a couple from Anime Expo, so it's going to be a good time. Lots of D&D too. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, I'm mixing that into my streams throughout the week. blue. Oh. That's crazy. That's crazy, Minty. I did not know that. I had no idea that, like, female characters would be slower or something. That's crazy. I guess I know for speedrunning, that definitely matters. Like, speedrunning, every second counts. I recently got into watching a lot of speedrunning streams. Do you guys watch any of those? Or any of, like, the Ironman challenges for, like, Pokemon games or the Kaizo challenge? Do any of y'all watch that kind of stuff? Because I've been recently, like, getting into more of it, and it's pretty interesting. It's not like Dota for me or anything. Like, Dota was a freaking addiction for me. I haven't watched Dota since they added all of those skill trees either. Like, I cannot get into it. You watch a ton of speedrunning, Sonic? Nice. Do you watch GDQ? Oh, this is the first art you've... Oh, I'm so honored, Sonic. Thank you so much. Oh, you're liking it? I'm so glad that you like her. I'm having a really fun time drawing her. She's really pretty. You know, Eris plays Final Fantasy XIV also. I don't know if you guys know that or not. She usually comes around in the evenings, but because I'm not doing evening streams as much, you know, we don't get to see her as much, but she is in the Discord, and if you ever share your Final Fantasy stuff with her, she would love that. Right now, I think she's maining a summoner, but she was predominantly playing a white mage when I played with her. We were in the same FC together. For those of you who don't play Final Fantasy, FC is a guild in Final Fantasy. Alright, Sonic. And just because you're Sonic, I'm going to put a little bit of color on this. Just some really, really light color. Well, that's not right. That's not the right color. Color those eyes. Of course, they're Lala red. Gonna slap a little bit of color on here because you tipped a little extra, so happy to do it. Oh, the eyes are purple? Okay, I can fix that. Watch this. In an instant. I don't know why I thought they were red. I guess they looked red from, like, as far back as I'm sitting. Because I'm sitting pretty far away. There we go. That's better. Thank you for the color correction. I appreciate it. See, now we actually want that blue. She is a very cute character. Like, she is a very cute Lala. You did a good job on her design. Did a very good job on her design, Sonic. Oh, I don't want that. Put together for a wedding in game. Aw, for another friend. You wore white to somebody else's wedding? Wow. Why are you wearing white to someone else's wedding? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? It's really cute. That earring might be a little low. I'm gonna scooch this up a little. Like, I don't think you would really see it. So we're gonna hide it behind here. Yeah, I don't think you would really see that earring, but we're gonna hint at it. They bought that dress for you? Oh. Okay then. You wore black to yours. It's appropriate. It's very appropriate. Alright, man. Alright, I'm on the verge of getting carried away here. Gotta stop. Gotta go back to the thing. We'll let this be a sample of what color could look like. As thank you for the extra donation, right? For the $10 donation. I want more red. No, not that. Sometimes I do, I work back forward, like where you get a darker background and then you get the colors coming out of the dark. This one I chose to do it differently. In the future, this could be a good reference sheet. Yes, I actually do have reference sheet prices too. So like on my site, if you click on commissions at the top of my site, there are 3 different options. There's basically pinup style, which is what I do like 99% of the time. Pretty much everything I do is a pinup style. It guarantees that you get a printed version of your art shipped to you directly from Cat Print, who is my supplier. They actually do all of my printing for me, and every time I order through them, a portion of my order benefits a local cat shelter up in upper state New York, so they are based in the US. It saves you because I don't have to raise my prices to account for shipping it to me and then shipping it from me out to you. And then a portion of my proceeds also go toward supporting the LGBTQ plus community in New York. by providing scholarships to LGBTQ plus members who are unable to afford to go to like college or pursue like summer camps for music or acting or art. So it enables them to be able to do that and to get unique opportunities that they otherwise would have not been able to do. So those are two things that are really, really important to me, and I do like to order as much as I can from United States, North America, Europe, and Japan vendors. So that's really cool, and like I said, it ships directly to you whenever you do pinup style. But if you look at my website, it has 3 different kinds of commissions, basically categorized. And pinups are normally what people get from me. But you can also do things like looking at character sheets, getting character sheets done for D&D. That's a separate category. But it's the same price as doing character sheets for like your original character, or if you want something for like your Final Fantasy character. I can also do like really close-ups on items. So it can be really anything that you want. And if you're getting a couple of those different things, I can do like group pricing for you so that it lowers the cost of each individual thing. Or we can toss in something extra, you know? Thank you so much, Asana. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate the lurk and you spending your very late night hours with me. Thank you so much. I hope you have really good sleeps and a great day of gaming tomorrow. So, but yeah, I do character commissions, and one of the things you get with character commissions, for example, like if you get a character sheet, is you get like a swatch like this, and then like a swatch like this, and then like the mid-tone, right? So that you can say that this is the skin tone, you know, the shadows, like the different colors. And then if you wanted something for like her eyes, you would say, okay, this is the eye color, but then this is like the shadow color. And then if you wanted the pupils, like let's say you wanted the pupils to be a really dark red, you could say, okay, this is the pupil color. And then we would go about labeling each of these things. So like if you wanted her hair to be, you know, this color right here, we could do that. And then say, okay, the darker shadows of her hair are this color. You know, we would actually separate all of that out for you on a character sheet, and then we would have her drawn with like different facial expressions if you want. You know, it's highly customizable for what you want, but you can do stuff like this with the character when you can even say, okay, the dress is this color, you know, but we like it to be a little bit darker and then, you know, maybe a little bit lighter, but I want it to look a little bit more yellow on the lighter side. So we could do something like that, right? And then you can show this to other artists and then say, okay, and then that may be the color for that, but here's the color for the earring, you know? Or like, I want it to have a bit more of an orange feel to it, so it's more like that, or it's more like this. And we can customize it so that if someone's just doing, you know, and then we can color her with flats. So for example, we could go back over this and say, okay, we're gonna do, you know, ink for her. And then we're going to take this, and I'm going to say, okay, that's her hair, right? And then we're going to actually, like, color this in with just the flat color. So I think I rounded all that out and say, okay, this is just the flat color now. And we would color it in like that and say, these are the flats, you know, this is the base. Or if this is the mid-tone, that's the mid-tone, you know, that's the color that I predominantly want done. And we would go through and do it like that, so that you have this rough sketch, which I feel like can capture a lot of, you know, variance in, you know, the facial expressions and kind of the personality. And then you can really get it down to, okay, this shirt is this exact color. Here is the hex code for that. So it's always fun. But thank you so much, Sonic. I appreciate it. I'm going to get rid of all of this. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the tip. It definitely helps keep my channel going, so thank you so much for that. Thank you very, very much, and I'll be posting that later in the Discord channel, and I will send it to you on Discord as well, so that you have it in your own Discord. What am I doing here? Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, look into some of the commission stuff, and you're a regular on my stream. You always support me, and when people do that, I'm always willing to give you, you know, small discounts. You can ask TP and Headset. I always give them discounts. They have been supporting me for years up in Atlanta. They support me online quite a bit, so I'm always willing to do a little bit extra for you guys when you're, like, in my chat all the time, or you're super supportive and support my stream. Like, I recognize you're always here, or you know, you take time to be here. I want to take my time to show you that appreciation. And one way I do that is with channel points, sketch requests, but also if you do end up commissioning me, I like to throw in something a little bit extra. You know, I like to do that because it's one way I can show you how much I appreciate you. So, let's think. All right, I am going to do this on a different layer. Diminish this. You know what? You know what? I don't like this at all. I'm going to keep this, but I'm going to rotate it so that he is a bit more toward the screen. I actually showed my, I showed this cover art when I went to redo it to a guy who works on the Green Lantern. It's just jank. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. God, that sucks. It happens, you know, but it's okay. It's a-okay. It's one reason I like doing stuff like a lot of the tournaments, you know, where there's an offline component so that you can participate if you want to. But I also know that you guys get pretty hype of things. Pretty hype about things. Oh, nice, DK. And I feel like the hype translates better to Twitch than it does to like a form that you're answering on a website. Like, that's not fun. But I like to get my portfolio reviewed from time to time. Masochists like that. And ow. You know, I like this headset, but it's like really tight. Can I loosen? You know, I think I can't wear earrings and wear my headset. Give me a second. I got a new headset. I put some pictures up of it on Twitter, but I got a new headset and it's much more snug than my last one. And I really liked how loose my last one was because I could wear earrings with it, which was fantastic. But I don't think I'm going to be able to wear earrings with my new one because it's got those like kind of leather ear cuffs. And those don't work with earrings. With hoop earrings, rather. Alright, so we're gonna try... I'm trying something new here. The feedback that I had gotten from... I wish I could remember his name. He is an artist who has worked on the Green Lantern. He creates really dynamic works. He suggested that I have things coming more out of the cover art, which I agree with. And you know, because I do have a lot of that in the book. He's like, why aren't you doing that on the cover art? And I was like, you know, I have no idea. I have no idea, man. And I've thought about that since this last iteration. Like, how could I have done that? And I felt like my skill level just wasn't there. It just wasn't there for me to be able to do it. But I think my skill level is there now to be able to imagine this a little bit better and capture what I want to capture out of it. Because I think the problem is I always have Tristan leaning backwards. But, like, if Kyoko is coming at him from behind, like she is in this image, she would be tugging him backwards, but there would also be, like, and you can see it in... Oh, the first one's somewhere else. Where is it at? You can see it in this one the most, how she's pulling him backwards, and he's about to lose his DS. But there would still be, like, a moment where she's pushing on him forward. And I think that is predominantly what I want to capture, is how forceful this is. Because it doesn't necessarily look forceful. And I think the way to bring that out is to have it coming more at the camera. Oof. Okay, what time is it? Okay, it's 1:09. I've got a little bit more time. I really want to try to finish this sketch up today. Let me make sure I'm not being too rowdy. Mindy, I just saw your message about you being grouchy because you haven't had coffee. Okay. I still am not, this is still too... Alright. Alright, let's try a different approach here. I really want to try something new with this cover art. I really don't want the cover art to look so similar anymore. Like, I really want... I feel like that would be cheesy to have it coming too forward, though. Maybe I could have him being... Let me look at her sketch again. I do like that body. I want to keep that body. That sounds so weird. I want to keep this body. No, you're welcome to redeem it, DK. I appreciate you asking. Okay, let's see. Now, Tristan is much shorter than Kyoko. She's like got this boy by like the throat. Well, she might have him by like the chest, and his shoulders should be up a little bit, maybe. He's gonna be flying backwards. But he's gonna be reaching forward with his hands. So I want his hands like right here. Because I want that DS flying out of his hands. Like, he has a DS. That's how long I have been working on this series. I'm wondering if I should update it, but then, like, he's not gonna have a DS. Like, he'll have a DS in the book. You should, Minty. Alright. There ain't no reason for you to go without, right? Like, if there ain't no reason for you to go without, why go without? Like, what do you have to gain by doing that? Alright, come on, Tristan. So I'm going to draw this boy a bit more beefy than he actually is, and then we're going to, like, soften his body up a little bit. But he's going to start ripped, and then we're going to soften him, because I find that easier to draw. Especially when I am drawing something I am wholly not used to, like, doing right here. This connection right here. I don't even know if you would see that. All right. There we go. I may play around with this a little bit. Really get it looking right. Because right now we're playing with some forced perspective and a lot of foreshortening. And I got no reference picture for this. I'm just drawing this out of my head based on 10 million sketches of this scene that I have done in the past, where I kept flattening out the bodies. So I don't want to flatten out the bodies. So we're not going to flatten out the bodies. We are going to keep the perspective. Like I said, I don't think I was capable of doing it before. I think I'm capable of doing it now. So the weekend is upon us, guys. Are y'all planning to play any games? Are you excited about any games that might be coming out next week? What are y'all's plans for the weekend? Like, what are y'all up to? It sounds like some of you have good cheese options. I'd kill for that. I might have to go to Orsay. Get myself some cheese. They have cheese boards at Orsay, and they have a couple of them that I really like right now. They have a Rapiniere, which is kind of like a white cheddar. It's a really hard cheese. Really, really good. The Saint Andre is my favorite. It is a brie. And I love brie. It really takes me back to when I went to Paris. Even though I didn't have a lot of brie in Paris. I had it on things, but not really by itself. That's something I'm definitely going to change if I ever get to go back. And then, they have something called Tea Hive right now, which I'm not really crazy about. But it is a black tea seasoned, cheese. And it is pretty damn good. Pretty fancy. You have a family gathering? Aw. Work. Hey, Robo, what's up, man? Also, I did not even see you roll up in here, Robo. Welcome. Hello, how are you? Like, this is way too small. It gave me a good point to, like, try to get it to, but gotta ignore people. Work on your characters. Nice. Man, that was me for years. Now I have to stream and work on my characters. I can't ignore y'all. Like, I really, like, there are times, like, this is why I give myself Wednesdays off. I was legit trying to give myself days off, but then I realized I was, like, really unhappy. I genuinely like, I love what I do. And it's really hard for me to not do it. So I decided, like, why am I trying to make myself not do this thing? You know, like, I really love it. Why am I trying to force myself to not do the thing? And my Wednesdays, the reason I don't stream is because every other Wednesday I park myself somewhere, like at a restaurant or like Starbucks or something. And I just, like, do character design. I write for my book series, like write plot and stuff. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, Minty is making a badass Sailor Moon cosplay, guys. Like, really badass. Yeah, like... Like, she's, she got the, like, the dango, hair accessories 3D printed from a friend. I think, was it, it's someone else who's on the Discord. It's, Slayer. He printed them for her, which was pretty awesome. And then, and then she's been, like, painting and, like, sculpting them down, like, refining them a little bit. Yeah, it's really cool. Been trying to convince her to, like, post them somewhere. But she wants to cosplay Sailor Moon. I think that's awesome. Did you see that, what is it, Danny Chu released, I think it's Danny Chu, the last name is Chu, Choo, released these, like, limited edition, like, 30th anniversary Sailor Moon boots, and they, like, have crystals on them and they sparkle. Like, they're actual sparkly, like, boots. Have you seen those yet? Because you need those. Like, I don't think it is fancy. Like, I don't think my legs would fit in those boots. Even at my thinnest, I have very thick calves. So I don't think I would ever be able to fit in these things. But, girl, if you can fit in them, you need to get them. Like, seriously, you need to get them. Because, oh my god, they look fantastic. Okay, Tristan does not have clubbed fingers. Okay, let's just try to get... this in here. I think you wouldn't see... I think you would see this part of the hand, but you're not going to see the other part of the hand. I think part of the reason I'm drawing this wrong is I don't have the full scale going. Let's try this again. Let's try this one more time. So I know I want the finger here. You know what? It might even be that the fingers reach above. You know what? I think that's it. I think that's what we were doing wrong, guys. The fingers reach higher than the hand, and then they lower. Right? So then the trick to drawing fingers is you got to get all the joints in. But this is all the joints going back right here. This is the main part of the finger coming right here. Okay, and then this is gonna be... Yep, and it makes this kind of teardrop shape, this upside down teardrop. There we go. Now we are thinking with portals. Yeah, they are very expensive. You saw them. I'm so glad you saw them. Like, let me just ask this question. Who that cosplays just has 10 grand lying around for one pair of shoes that have a very ultra specific use? Like, who has that? They are ridiculous. They look amazing though. Like, how many pairs of those do you think he made? Like 20? If that? Because you're not gonna like move those out at like a clearance shop. Like, you know, like that's not something that's gonna show up at Ross or Marshall's. Like, you roll up into Ross with your like $40, like, I'm gonna get some t-shirts, I'm gonna get some boxers, maybe some socks, and maybe one nice shirt, and then you like find like Danny Chu shoes like covered in like diamond dust, like just sitting in one of those display cabinets they have, and they're on like the little rotating platform. Oh my god, you're like, yes, I will take those for $80, please. Like, yeah, I get you, Minty, but that's what I mean. Like, yeah, like, if you make like 50 a year, technically, yes, you could buy those shoes. But like, why? It's so crazy. I'm just wondering, like, who is the market for that, you know? To find white leather boots. Oh, yeah. Have you considered just making... Well, that's a lot of leather. That could get really expensive. Yeah, you're... You know what? This is going to sound crazy. One, you're going to have to make sure that they don't have some kind of crazy finish on them. But maybe check at arts markets. Because at the arts market I sell at, there are probably 4 leather vendors who do custom work. And you might be able to find someone who's willing to make you the parts of it, and dye it for you, and then stitch it up. Yeah, you would have to have the tools. Yeah, there's a lot of... Oh, you want to cosplay as yourself? You mean like your VTuber? Your VTuber? That's awesome. Like, my VTuber kind of resembles me, to be honest. There's some fantasy elements of her. But, yeah. But my VTuber resembles me. It's easier than, like, me turning on my camera. It makes it so I can commit to doing more streams. It makes it a lot easier. And I get to show off my art, so it's fun. I need to fix some stuff with her eyes. Like, I don't have the eye tracking on right now, and I really wish I did. Yeah, leather is really harder to sew in, but that's why I'm saying, like, maybe find a vendor who does that. You know? Like, find yourself a vendor who specializes in that, and will work with you on the dyeing and everything, because they might be willing to do it on a commission basis. I'm just saying that might end up being better than finding a pair of shoes, because if there's some kind of finish on that leather, you're going to have a really hard time dyeing it. Like, it's going to be really difficult to dye. Like, you might not even be able to dye it. With a separate cloth. Yeah, but that's why I'm saying, like, maybe try to find someone to work with on it so that you can, so that way you can make sure that, like, at every stage it's kind of going the way it needs to be going. And they might know some really good ways to affix stuff like that, too. Because boots are something that are going to be really difficult to get done, Like, that's really challenging when you start talking about, like, doing modifications to have cosplay shoes. Yeah. Yeah. With you. Nightwing would be awesome, DK. Honestly, I wish, this is really weird, but I wish I could cosplay Batman Beyond. Oh, do not rain. Do not rain. I need to go to stupid Vistar today. Don't rain. What time is it? 1:27? Okay, I still have a little bit of time. Yeah, this thumb should tilt back a lot more than it is. This is way too forward. Trying to get this in here. Okay, so this goes down. That's going to go back behind, which means that it has to go behind the thing. We're going to just chop this off. Then we're going to clean up. There we go. Okay. Then... Alright, so this is still going to be... I know, Tyga. I know. She doesn't like the thunder. It was raining so bad here yesterday. So bad, and she was not a fan. She was very anti-thunder and lightning, and so was I. I'm just proud of myself because I showered yesterday. I have a lot of anxiety about showering, and if it rains, I get even more anxiety about showering because I don't want to shower while, if the power's gonna go out. But we really haven't had any problems since I moved here in this apartment with the power outages. And y'all, like, those of you who have been following me for a long time will remember I used to get rolling brownouts probably like 12 times a week without any rain. Like, no inclement weather. It would just be like, nope, we're gonna flicker. Power's gonna flicker for no reason. Stains leather and bolt colors Kool-Aid. No, do not Do not use Kool-Aid on your... Like, is that actually a thing? I don't really know. It just sounds like it shouldn't be a thing. I remember in middle school, this is going to make me sound really old, but when I was younger, it was cool to dye your hair using Kool-Aid. Like, you'd bleach your hair and then put Kool-Aid in it to change the color. I do not know why we did this. And I can't even say that I did it because I never bleached my hair, but I don't understand why this was a thing that people did. Also, if you guys are enjoying the stream and you aren't followed yet, please remember to follow, because at the end of the month, every single Thursday at the end of the month, we will be doing follower sketch streams. And if you are followed on the channel, you will be able to get a sketch without using your channel points and without giving a tip. So that's just kind of my way of thanking you guys for following the channel and giving something back. Depending on the amount of requests we get, we will probably have to use like a wheel or some way to randomly select who gets one. But you will have a chance to get one, and if there aren't a lot of people in the channel, that does lend itself to being able to get more of them. But if you are followed, you have a chance for that. And if you're subscribed, you get color sketches whenever I do requests. And you also will get your own subscriber sketch night where you'll get colored sketches as well. And as always, OCs are 100% welcome. Just gonna try to clean this up a little bit. That's not really right. Thank you, Oren. We did it once when you were... I've dyed my hair a couple of times. I used to have bright pink hair. I also had like really dark, like eggplant purple hair, which was fun. Like, I really loved that because we weren't allowed to have dyed hair where I worked at the time. And so we weren't allowed to have any weird hair colors. And so I dyed it to where it was like almost black. And then I had, it was this purple. It was so pretty. Because when I went out in the sunlight, it would like shimmer purple. You could really see it. But indoors, it looked like I just had jet black hair. Oh, yeah. When your hair turns the wrong color. That sucks. I'm so sorry. That is a thing that happens. Like, I had some really ugly blonde highlights at one point that were like... I would describe them as skanky now. Like, I would not wear that color now. It was like yellow blonde highlights. But it shouldn't have been yellowed like that. It was really bad. It looked really greasy and gross. I'm trying to get this. My sketch lines are a little thick here. Kind of playing with this until I get it to look like it's actually in perspective. I honestly think that you just kind of at a certain point have to let it all overlap. That's too straight on. Like, you're gonna see more of the top of this finger, this ring finger. Doing this without a reference is fun. I try to do a lot of game over without references. Especially cover art. yeah, I am getting hungry. What time is it? 1:30? We got a little bit longer to go. But thank you guys for chilling with me today. I really appreciate it. I've had a really good time hanging out with y'all. Nice turnout today. Good chats. Yours was supposed to be purple. Oh, it turned blue and yellowish green sprite color. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry, Orin. So it allows you to skip the vinegar step. Oh, I see, Minty. I see. The ancient ways of your emo dies. We really need to add quotes back to this channel. It sucks that when I switched over, it deleted them all. Because that's a fantastic quote. Like, a really fantastic quote. I feel like this is turned too much. I'm doing a really bad thing. Don't do what I'm about to do. Like, don't ever do what I'm doing. If this finger turns out to look wrong, this is why it turned out to look wrong, is because I just modified it using the transform tool. Don't do that. Do it properly. Don't do as I do as I say. Like, God, all the years of drawing hands is paying off right now. Like, it's seriously paying off right now. Like, all these years I've invested in drawing hands, I feel like is really paying off right now. Oh, that is a stomach growl if I have ever heard a stomach growl. I'm glad you think this is a nice chill place, Oren. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you. Also, for the most part, let me ask you guys a question. Has my VTuber been moving most of the time? I know she might look down a lot or have her eyes closed a lot because of how the camera's set up for me to draw up my monitor. But I'm just interested to know if she's actually been moving this whole time and if it hasn't been just like stalling out. Because I've had problems with it before, but I've been working on it to try to fix it so that it works better when I'm drawing. And kind of the end game for me, by the way, is I really want to have her like actually drawing like she's drawing in front of you. With like fake art going up on there or like past art that I've done. But I gotta figure out how to do that. I don't really know how to do that yet. Whenever you look, she's moving. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I don't expect you guys to like always be looking. Like, no, you must always watch my channel. You can never multitask. You can never alt-tab. That's just mean. Oh, are you hanging out with me, Tyga? Hi. My kitty's laying up here by me. I'm a little concerned about this thumb. I feel like I'm not capturing the thumb right. And I still want to... I really would like this to be more... out. Do it. We're gonna do this. Okay. Boop. edit, cut, edit, paste. Now it's on its own layer. So now we can just take this and be like, boop, 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 boop. Now we can move it around however we want. Still not happy with that pinky, but we're gonna fix that up later. Alright, so I'm gonna try working. I'm gonna work backwards on this. I'm gonna change that pinky. I'm just not happy with that pinky. It looks like it's suffering from flat pinky syndrome again, like some of the other older art I did was. We're not gonna let that happen. Not gonna smush those arms. Because last time I did this, I smushed the arms. And again, that was like many, many years ago. So we have grown a lot as an artist. We are going to make use of our skill set now. Hey, what is up, boo? I am doing well. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. You're coming in kind of near the end. We're going to be wrapping up a little bit soon. But I am doing requests today, so if you're interested in getting a quick sketch request, I have enough time to do a couple. I am working on my original manga's cover art right now. I'm redoing it. This is the cover art that we're redoing. I don't like how flat a lot of this was, so I'm working on making it more dynamic. And I did have it turned on for a bit, but I've turned it off now because it's a little distracting, and I keep thinking that like, oh, this is what I should be drawing, and it keeps making me revert back to my old 2016 ways of drawing. I draw the request for you, DK. That's what happens. Like, whenever you redeem a request, you can redeem it with channel points, or you can redeem it using tips. And if you're a subscriber, I do color. It looks something like this. Maybe even a little bit more detailed than that. What did I do with... What did I do with that? Boop. So maybe even a little bit more detailed than this. And then... Get rid of this. If you are followed on my channel, you get a quick sketch, which looks like that. So basically without the color. And you can use your channel points or your or you can do a tip to request a sketch. Tips are minimum of $5, and if you tip me more, I do a little bit extra for you. And channel points, I think it's 1,000 and 10,000. So 1,000 for, I'll still draw it now. Like, I'm gonna stop. You always come in at the end of stream. I'm so sorry, Ellie. What times are, like, I am gonna be streaming more during the day from now on. And a little bit longer. It's just today I have a meeting with my college advisor. They wanted me to have this meeting when I first started my summer semester, like after I wrapped up my first week. But I was at Anime Expo that week, and it was a huge opportunity for me. So I had messaged the advisor, and I had messaged my professor, and I let them know like what was going on and how significant it was that I was at Anime Expo, that it was a life-changing event. And they were like, nah, you go for it, girl, you go get it. And they were really supportive about it, but I did want to have the follow-up meeting, and he didn't have any appointments available on Wednesday this week. And I was supposed to be somewhere else on Wednesday this week too. I was supposed to go by Mythical Mountain, but I was having so many asthma problems I couldn't even do that. So I ended up getting the appointment for Friday, and 3 o'clock was the latest that I could get it. He didn't have anything after that. But aw, thank you so much, Ellie. I appreciate that. Thank you. Like, I can show you, this is Game Over's first cover art. This was done back in like 2011. Look at that. Look at how stiff it is. Look at how rough the lines are. So this was like the first one that I did, and then this was the second one I did. And I know that I did this one I don't know what year it was. It had to be sometime between 2014, maybe as late as 2017. Because it definitely looks more like the art that is in book 5 or near the end of book 4. So I'm really confident that this was done during that time period. And then I've been releasing level 1 as a part of the anthology, which has books 1 through 5 in it. And it's at a pretty great deal because you get 5 books for the price of 3 because it costs less for me to print it like that. But recently, I get that the economy is really bad. A lot of people have just been wanting the first book. So I'm re-releasing the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth books of the series, but I'm really unhappy with the cover art of the first book. I'm not unhappy with the cover art of the second, but I would like to touch it up a little bit. I am not horribly unhappy with the cover art of the third, but I'd like to touch it up a little bit and fix up parts of it. The fourth book, I absolutely hate the cover art, and it needs to be repaired. It is so bad. I'm, like, ridiculously embarrassed by it. And then the fifth book, I'm still pretty happy with that cover art. Wait, do I even remember? I don't even know if I remember the fifth book. I think, yeah, the fifth book, I liked the fifth book's cover art. And then, I might keep that one. I might change it. And then I'm still kind of happy with the sixth, but because I'm going to re-release books 1 through 5, I wanted to revisit that cover art and give it another go, because this art does not look anything like what my current art looks like. Like, nothing. Oh, thank you. You remember some of the old art streams. Aw, thank you so much, Ellie. I appreciate it. Hey, DNL, what's up? I am feeling a lot better today. Like, you can hear I'm actually, like, using my mic. I'm not coughing every 2 minutes. Like, it's been crazy. No, you're fine. Like, come on random times. Just, like, I love when you say hello because I'm like, oh, it's Ellie Boo. Like, I get excited. So thank you. But, like, most of my streams right now are starting sometime between, like, 10 and 11 in the morning, and that's Eastern Standard Time. And then they're going until usually about 4 or 5 p.m. right now. That's kind of my window that I'm shooting for with streams. Obviously, there are going to be days where, like, I can't do, like, a lot of them, like, I might not be able to go for as long, like, if I have to, like, have an appointment like today where I needed to do this thing and I really couldn't wait another week on it. So yeah. Followage. Aw. Followage. I will see if I can add that. I'm going to make a quick note right here. Also, check out the Discord channel. I don't know if you're in the Discord channel, but I do have a Discord, and I usually share out there whenever I'm streaming. I put any updates about it there, and you can see the sketch requests as well as the other art that I do on stream and other art that I finished. I'm doing really big product updates on my website over the next couple of weeks. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. And if you're in Jacksonville, since you said you go way back with me, maybe you're in my area. I am at the Riverside Arts Market every single Saturday for, like, the rest of the year, except for, like, November 19th. And I don't really know why I didn't book November 19th, but I didn't. And, but if you're there, like, I am there, and I sell, anime style art. Oh god, what did I do to that finger? But yeah, and the last Thursday of every month, we're doing follower sketch days, Ellie. So you can roll up in the stream, make a request, and depending on how many requests there are, there might be some random method that we use to select who gets a request. But followers can get free requests. You don't have to use tips. You don't have to use channel points on the last Thursday of every month. So you're always welcome to join then, and you can check out the results in the Discord, and then slowly things have been trickling up to my YouTube. Very, very slowly. I'm hoping to be able to do more of that soon. But I really appreciate you coming by and, like, checking in and stuff. Yeah, chosen by the seat of your pants. Pretty much. Also, DNL, I did finish your commission. All your emotes are done. I just need to format them. I need to shrink up their sizes and scale them accordingly, and then put them all in a nice little folder for you, and then you will have them. So I'm hoping to be able to finish that up completely today. I just have this thing I have to do at 3 o'clock, and I want to give myself time to, like, not look like garbage for that, and to make sure that I have time to, like, eat a sandwich before I have my meeting with my advisor, because every time I roll up to meet with my advisor, I look like this person who has just, like, crawled out of a hole. Crawled out of the sewers. Does one still mod in here? No, I actually don't have any mods right now. Like, for a while the stream was so quiet. Like, you guys know I'm always really transparent with you guys. I believe that it's better to be transparent about things, so maybe sometimes I overshare a bit. But one of the reasons we decided to not have any mods in Twitch was because I made so many changes to my stream that my viewership fell off a cliff. And, during that time period, I learned by reading a lot of threads on Reddit, watching a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to stream, what to stream, ways that people want to feel comfortable and interact in chat. I talked to Wanwan about it, and we decided that seeing the mod symbol over and over in chat can actually deter people from all of the different resources I saw. It deters people from wanting to talk. And so I was like, you know what, let's just try this out. And Wanwan was really supportive, and I appreciate it, you know, because there was a time where we really needed a mod, where we really needed someone to, like, crack down on stuff, but that hasn't been the case lately. Like, everybody who's been coming by this stream has been really positive, really supportive. I don't really have to do a lot of banning. When we get bots, we just kind of laugh it off, and then I just kind of, like, fumble through banning them. So we haven't really had a need for a mod lately. It's been really supportive, and I feel like the community that I stream for, like, all of y'all who are in here, like, right now, and the people who have been coming to my stream for the past 2 or 3 years have been so supportive and so positive that it just felt like we didn't need a mod anymore. And Wanwan kind of felt the same way, like, he hadn't been doing a lot of modding things. So we just decided, like, maybe this wasn't, you know, maybe this wasn't good for the channel, because you'd see that, you know, you'd see that mod symbol, like, all the time, and apparently people don't really feel comfortable, like, interjecting when a mod is talking. So it just, like, it ended up being better for the stream. The chat's been a lot more active since we decided to do that. And again, I really appreciate Wanwan being so supportive about it and being like, yeah, I'll take a step back. This is cool. You know, I want to help you grow your channel. So it was cool. The VTuber, it's fine. The VTuber is brand new this year. I was having issues with, like, my video card. I had to get a new video card. I had to rebuild my computer. And then, like, I realized that a lot of times whenever I don't put, like, okay, I'm a girl. I like to wear makeup. Okay, I like to look pretty. And when I know a video or a picture is going to be out there on the internet, I recognize that once it's on the internet, it is on the internet forever. And if I did not feel like I was having a pretty day, if I did not feel like putting on makeup, if I did not feel like my complexion looked good, or I couldn't get the lighting right, or my hair looked like garbage, it would really depress me and deter me from streaming, because that is not what I wanted out there of me on the internet. And then when I started looking around, I've been thinking about doing a VTuber for years before it got really big, and my ex-husband was, like, not supportive of that. He told me it would be cringy, and this year, the past few years actually, I have been doing everything that guy told me to never ever under any circumstances do, because it would be cringy, or I wouldn't be good at it, or I wouldn't be successful, or people wouldn't like it. You know what? Things have been a heck of a lot better. I'm so glad that guy is gone. So one of the things that I wanted to change was the VTuber. I didn't want to use a camera for me anymore, and I will be fixing Tyga's camera. My cat. I will have my cat cam back very soon. I think there were some driver issue updates. So I added the VTuber because it was a way that I could still interact with you guys, make the stream a little bit different, make it more engaging, but I wouldn't have to worry about putting on, like, makeup every day. So it's helped me be a little bit more consistent, and I think that that's really good. Screw that attitude. Yes. Yes. Yeah, like, I like to feel pretty. Like, that's just me. Like, I really like to feel pretty. And if I know I'm putting a video or a photo on the internet, I just want to feel like I look my best. Like, and that's a me thing. That's not anyone else telling me, oh, you need to look your best, or oh, you need to put on makeup. Nobody is telling me that. And I know that I look okay without makeup. I am comfortable with myself without makeup. I go out to restaurants all the time without makeup on. I go on dates without makeup on. But it's like, I do not want to be spending hundreds of dollars every month on makeup, first of all. Two, it's not good for my skin to keep putting on that much makeup. You know, and my skin is a bit sensitive, and I'm allergic to a lot of things, so I have to buy very expensive makeup to counteract that. Otherwise, I get very sick. And three, whenever I wasn't feeling like I was looking my best, it was really deterring me from streaming. Or if I was really depressed, which I was for a really long time, it would deter me from streaming. I wouldn't want to stream if I was depressed, because I felt like y'all could see it. But with a VTuber, you can't. And I can have a bit more control over my voice, or I can choose to be quieter on days where I don't feel great. But you don't have to actually see me being depressed. And I feel a lot more comfortable with that, so I feel like I can be a more consistent streamer, a more positive streamer, and I really like it. And yes, Cat Cam is coming back. Tyga has a little podium that she gets on. I just think there were some driver issues, and I just have to fix those. So... and I think those are resolved because I let Windows do all of its stupid updates on Wednesday, and I need to get around to actually testing out that part of it. So, okay, I'm liking this hand. We're gonna draw the arm going back now, and I think I want the arm to come back this way. Think it's probably gonna have to be like right here, and then it's gonna go to the shoulder, maybe a little bit farther back. Like, I'm not quite sure how far I want to go with this kind of perspective. All right, what time is it? It's 1:57. Yeah, I gotta wrap up soon. But yeah, I will be consistently streaming starting sometime between like 10 and 11 every day starting next week. My streams run Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I give myself Wednesdays off. It's not necessarily an off day. I just work on passion projects on Wednesday that I don't want to have a camera on for. So, thanks, Microsoft. Yeah. Microsoft wants to destroy my cat cam, okay? Microsoft just doesn't want you guys to see my adorable cat. It's not my fault, it's Microsoft's fault. They just don't like cats. Exactly, Oren, like, you get it. Like, I feel like I'm really putting my best self forward whenever I use my VTuber. It's not that I'm hiding behind it, but it also demonstrates as an artist that I'm capable of making this kind of work, you know? So if you guys want a VTuber, I can make those individual components for you, so it's yet another way that I can kind of showcase my art on stream. And, you know, I like to be really transparent with you guys about it. Like, it's no secret that I sell my art, right? Like, that's no secret. So, Tyga, you better not be eating boxes again. Wait, I got rid of that box. And I finally, guys, you'll be so happy. For those of you who have been here like the past 2 months, you will be happy to know that Tyga can no longer eat the box that I've been yelling at her for eating, because this morning, the reason I was running a little late to stream is because I opened up that box. It was a closed box because it had my monitor protector in it. The one, like, I draw on an actual, like, big monitor. It's like a 24-inch monitor, and I was worried about my monitor getting scratched up because I had noticed some little pen markings on it, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna ruin my monitor. And so I bought myself a pterodon protector, and they are like supposed to be top of the line protectors because I'm really afraid of putting anything sticky on a monitor. It really freaks me out, especially when it's a like $600 freaking monitor that I have to draw on for my livelihood, and I really don't want to replace it if this sticky thing like ruins it. And I was really skeptical if it would have the right touch sensitivity and stuff, but it's working out so well. But that's what was in the box. And so I opened that up today. I read all the instructions. I applied it. I did the little squeegee thing, you know, to get like all of the parts out, like all of the bubbles out. And I have been really happy with it. It's been going great today, as you guys see. But and now I'm not worried about like scratching the heck out of my monitor anymore. So that's what was in the box. And I took a little bit of extra time before stream to make sure that it was working, and it's why we had some of the hiccups we had right at the start of stream, is because I was applying this, and I think I hit some of the buttons that changed which screen was being captured. So if you go back and watch the VOD, and you'll see this up on YouTube later, you can see me being like, why is it on my other monitor? Why isn't it detecting my pen? I was freaking out. Microsoft is anti-cat. Yes, you heard it here first. That's right. Aw, thank you, Oren. I appreciate it. And I appreciate it. Like, it's my livelihood, you know. I love producing art. I do what I love for a living. I don't want to hide it. The reason I am in school is so that I can help get my art to more people. Like, that's why I'm in school. That's why, like, I love to learn, but that's why I'm in school, is because I suck at that component of it. So I really appreciate you guys being here, and you guys for supporting me. And watching all of my terrible social media posts over the years. I'm going to get better. I am actually in a class that teaches me how to social media. I feel like such a boomer. It's really embarrassing, but like, at least like the class when they're talking about like TikTok and they're talking about Instagram, I actually know what these things are. I know their purpose. I know what's good about each platform. I know what I should be posting on there. I just don't know what to post on there. I'm like, I don't know what people want to see. I don't have any idea. So this is teaching me how to better do that. And how to make use of the tools that I have there. Because I ain't got no clue. I just ain't got, I ain't got no clue. I'm going to try moving this hand over just a little bit more. No, we don't like, we like that right there. We like that right there. That's a good spot right there. Look at that. Look at that. Now, his shoulders are going to have to go back a bit. So this is his shoulder. This is where, you know, we're going to do another layer. We're going to be smart and we're going to keep layering this. I may not finish this sketch on stream at a later date. I may continue working on it on Wednesdays as a little passion project. But I do want to get this done in the next, like, week or two because I really want to re-release Game Over Level 1 very, very soon. Yes, thank you, Oren. You know what? I don't feel so bad now hearing you say that. I do not feel bad. Thank you for, like, making me feel like I'm not as old as I feel whenever I get on social media. Thank you. Because I really do feel like, am I missing something here? Like, because social media is really hard for me because I, just like everybody else, can get really distracted. Like, how many times do y'all roll up in Instagram and be like, I'ma just check my messages. I'ma just scroll through my feed once. And then I'm gonna get back to this thing I'm doing. And then before you know it, you have binge watched 2 Netflix shows and you're still scrolling on Instagram. Like, that will happen to me over and over and over. So years ago, like, it was happening to me with Facebook and Twitter, and I said, I am not allowed to do these anymore. And for like 3 months, I did not allow myself to do any of the things. And that's actually really bad for promoting your art. Like, it's really bad. Don't do that. But I had to. Like, I was not doing hot because I was just constantly on there and I wasn't getting anything out of it. Like, you feel anxious sometimes? Yeah. I feel you, Oren. I feel you there. I feel you there. Okay, you know what? We're actually going to turn these babies off. We're just going to focus on this. More. Okay, sorry. Time is it? 2:04? 5 minutes. It's like, what a finish. I at least wanted to finish this. Draw faster, damn it. Draw faster. faster. Yeah, I wonder if it's because I always use a line there. No, I should be able to do this with a line. Just I need to visualize it. Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay. Sorry, I'm like talking to myself here. Okay. That's what we want. Yes. Okay, now we want... Okay, there's... Like I said, Tristan's gonna be a little bulky at first, and then we're gonna have to slim the boy down because he is not muscular. There we go. Okay, I feel much better about this. This should be the under part of the chest. There we go. I feel kind of crazy. Okay, that goes off way too much to the side. We want forward, 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 forward. We gotta foreshorten that. Okay, that means it's gonna go like that. When we foreshorten, we go at an angle. There we go. Is good time, yes. Oh, yeah, like, I'm so sorry, DK. Yeah, I would probably wait until next time to redeem it. Just because it's, like, I don't want to rush it for you. Like, I wouldn't want to rush it. I need to get used to, like, changing the request open to being closed within, like, 30 minutes of the end of stream. But there are sometimes I like to do just, you know, a bunch of them, like, right at the end. Just today is kind of a special situation. So, that's kind of where we're at with that. Alright, so men have briefs for hips. Okay, come on, I can totally get this in here. Alright, and then, let me think, if an arm is reaching forward, yeah, then the other leg would be off, so this leg should be down. You're not going to see this much of the body, I don't think, but I really want to have... Okay. I really want to know how the body is flailing here. That does not look right. Okay. Legs maybe next time. No, I can totally do it. I can totally do it. I can totally do it. Come on. There we go. The hips need to be turned down more. I think that's what I was missing. Like, the hips were so up. I still don't really like this, though. I'm not happy with that. Let me see if the torso at least makes sense with the arm and the body. It kind of does. I think I might need to... Yeah, that's a little bit better. So that feels right. And then when we throw Kyoko back in here, where'd she go? We're really going to be able to see how she's, like, pulling this boy backwards. Like, almost like she's clotheslining him. Like, it pretty much looks like she's clotheslining him at this point. So. And then we're going to draw, like I said, this is a completely different version than what we've done before. I'm just going to dump all this in a folder so we can move them around together. And I don't have my keyboard accessible. I had to move it and hide it because of Taiga, because she walks on it and then turns my keyboard off. So to give you an idea, we're going to have this more off-centered. And we're going to have the gaming console like coming out of his hands right here. So it's going to be more like that. Like right here, like it's coming out of his hand. And she's just like choking this poor boy. So Yeah, he's like kind of trying to lean forward, but his body's being like pulled backwards like that. You know? Like, y'all can see how this is shaping up now. And her arm's gonna be coming more down and across. Thank you. Like, I think this is a lot better. Yeah, so her arm's actually gonna be grabbing him. You know, just like straight up grabbing him. And then I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with her other arm. But this is definitely more along the lines of what I want. So you guys can see much more of that as compared to these two images, where it is a similar feeling, like, but the second book actually lost some of that motion because I wasn't able to capture it as much as I wanted to in more of a 3D setting. So you got a little bit more of a dynamic piece with the second version of it. But the first version on the left, you know, was pretty much just really, really flat. And I don't know what's going on with his elbow here. Like, look at his elbow. Like, what is this elbow? Like, look at his wrist. Like, look at how broken his wrist is. So, like, I get better, you know, as I work, as I learn. Like, I don't like her mouth at all. Like, their mouths look really weird. Like, her mouth is like this. Which does not, like, I don't even think I could draw it that way anymore. It's like that. Like, I don't know what this mouth shape is. Oh my god, my old art. You really should have seen her teeth. Like, I think it was, like, I think that was supposed to be teeth. Like, look at it. Like, it should have been like that. So, like, when you look at fixing that mouth, it really should have been more like this shouldn't have been a thing. Like, that shouldn't have been a thing. This is much more how it should have been, and maybe more pinched like that, and then you could do it like that, or you could even do it like where you have that going out. See, there it is. There's that part. But that's because I'm drawing with my wrist. That's drawing with my wrist. This is drawing with my shoulder. Could do something like this and be like, if you want to show how devious she is, be like, hee hee, you know? Like, you know, and then do like all teeth, and you could even like fade it out a little bit right here. You know, where it's like, yeah. Like, get those teeth in there, right? You could even show, like, the double fang, you know, going on. Oh, I'm so sorry you have to go in Monday, Minty. That sucks. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Oren. I do feel like I've come a really long way since I first started Game Over. You know, it's a really big difference, and, you know, it's a drastic difference, you know, even just how I'm doing, like, this setup is so different, and you can see that this is still the same body type as, you know, this version that I did here. This is the same body type, right? But if you guys were here earlier, I brought this up a bit more so that you could, like, and I fixed this. So I gave her an actual torso again. And if you want to watch the VODs are going to be up. I do listen to music that is safe for streaming, so it shouldn't have any muting throughout it. And then I'll be uploading these also to YouTube. It's a little slow to get over to YouTube, so please bear with me. I'm just one person. But thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you again to Sonic for the huge $10 donation. I really appreciate the tip. It definitely helps keep me drawing, keep me streaming. So thank you so much, man. And in exchange for that tip, he got this cute drawing of his Lalafell. So thank you so much, Sonic. I really appreciate it. Thank you again to to Senpai for the follow. It was nice seeing you, and I will definitely check out your husbando application. This is a new concept to me. So thank you for coming in and like pseudo-educating me on this. And thank you also to Oren for the follow. It's really nice to see you in chat. It was nice talking to you on Twitter. Thank you so much for the follow, and thank you so much for being here and chilling with me today. And again, thank you to everybody for coming out and chilling with me. Thank you to DNL as well for the commissions that I have been working on all week. And if you guys want to see DNL's commissions being made, I do have the VODs up still on Twitch. I did a Link emote for him. We did a Sailor Moon emote. I think we did in total like 11 emotes. So thank you so much for that, DNL. I even have some Celeste emotes that we did, and I'll be posting those in the Discord as well. We won't be able to use those emotes in my Discord because they are for DNL's Twitch channel. So you guys should absolutely check out his channel. He plays a lot of retro games. Right now I think he's playing, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Final Fantasy VI. Also, if you guys are interested and you stream in the afternoons, please drop me a line on Discord or send me a message on Twitch. I am looking for more channels to raid. So if you guys have somebody that you really, really like and they provide that wholesome content, you know, maybe they're a Final Fantasy 14 streamer, maybe they do like Love Live stuff, or whatever it is that you're into. If you'd like to see me raid them and you'd like to be a part of those raids, send me their channel, send me your channel. I want to help promote you guys, and I want to meet more people. I want to get to know all of y'all better and really get the chance to chill. So thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for coming and chilling with me throughout the week and for being patient with me with my streams and my content. It's always a learning curve, and there's always so much that I want to do that I feel like I pile it all on myself, and then I'm like, there's no way I'm getting done with this week. So I'm trying to be a little bit better about that. So it's why you're not going to see me saying, hey, this is going up on this day. That's not going to happen. But Monday, we are going to be doing Spy X Family Your Forger art, and that art will be available once it's finished in my shop, and I won't be able to put it on Redbubble, but if you're in the Jacksonville area, you will be able to pick it up sooner at the Riverside Arts Market. We'll also be doing some emotes for Spy X Family on Tuesday or Thursday of next week, so please look forward to it, and thank you to everybody for participating in the Anime Best Mama Tournament. We will be doing a daddy one soon, as well as Waifu Wars, and of course the annual Pumpkin Spice Challenge and the Hand Turkey Contest. So be in the Discord, look for those announcements coming out. It's going to be happening very soon. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a really fantastic rest of your Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I will be back on Monday. So I will see you guys sometime between 10 and 11 Eastern on Monday morning. Thank you all so much. Oh, thank you guys. Have a really great day, everybody. Bye-bye.